My name is Onyi Izuna and I'm glad to have you here. Welcome to my channel. Please, if this is your first time of seeing my video, kindly subscribe. I'll really appreciate that. In this video, I'll be talking about Rhesus factor, everything you need to know about negative Rhesus factor. Please, if this is something you find interesting or you want to know more about it, then keep watching this video. Hi, welcome back. I'll be talking about Rhesus factor. Now, how do you know your Rhesus factor? You know your Rhesus factor through your blood group. If your blood group is O negative, B negative, A negative, then it means that your Rhesus factor is negative. If your blood group is O positive, B positive, whatever positive, it means that your Rhesus factor is positive. Now, if you want to get married, let's say you and your spouse, you want to get married, and then you go for a blood test and you discover that you're O negative. That is, the lady is O negative. It doesn't really matter whether the man is negative or positive. It becomes necessary or important for you to have the knowledge all of Rhesus factor negative if you are negative as a lady. And I don't think being negative should be a reason why someone that is a man who is in love with a lady or really wants to spend his life with her should not go ahead with the marriage. No, there are things to counteract whatever that is going to happen when she's pregnant. This is not genotype AS and AS where it is advised that they shouldn't get married. No, you shouldn't get married. I won't advise you to get married. You don't have to put children through all that stress. Now, if you're O negative and as a lady, and now you're wondering, is something wrong? Are my baby's going to die? What's going to happen since I'm O negative? Now I'll be telling you the steps to take when you find out that you're negative. So now you know you're negative. What should you do? What are you going to do to protect yourself? First and foremost, when it becomes necessary when you're pregnant, or maybe let's say when you're having a blood transfusion, then the doctors or whoever that is administering the blood should be careful to ensure that you don't receive a blood that has a positive Rhesus factor. Now, if you're pregnant, the moment you get to 20 weeks, or let's say you're close to 28 weeks, the first thing you should do, or your doctor should do, your midwife or your nurse or whoever that is attending to you should do, is to send you for a test, an indirect comes test. Now, this test shows whether the protein in the blood, the red blood cells in the blood of your baby has mixed or come in contact with yours. That is when sensitization takes place. Now your body creates antibodies that begin to fight these red blood cells, and when this happens, it could lead to stillbirth. It could lead to jaundice. And when I talk about jaundice, I don't talk about the mild jaundice where you take your baby out in the sun like we do here in Nigeria, or you go through phototherapy and then the baby is fine. No, I'm talking about the very serious jaundice, and then it could also lead to brain damage and whatnot. Now, after your indirect Coombs test, if it's positive, it means that it has been sensitized. Then if it's sensitized, they have to take proper precautions to ensure that your baby comes out alive. I think in most cases they do an early CS to bring out the baby, care for the baby and do whatever that needs to be done. Then if it's negative, what they do is that they give you your Rhogam shot at that 28 weeks. You take your Rhogam shot. Now, after your Rhogam shot, and by God's grace, you carry your baby to term and you have your live baby, what they do is to test the baby, test the blood group of the baby. If it's discovered that the Rhesus factor of the baby is positive, it means that there could have been a way the blood of the baby might have come in contact with yours, maybe during delivery. Now you'll be given another Rhogam shot to protect you from coming in contact, to protect the baby's blood from coming in contact with yours. Now, it's not only when you've carried your baby to full term that is necessary for you to take your Rhogam shot. You have to take note that you have to take your Rhogam shot whether you had an abortion, within 72 hours of the abortion, you take your Rhogam shot. Whether you had a miscarriage, you take the Rhogam shot. Whether you had your live baby, within 72 hours of the delivery of the baby, and the baby is tested that the baby is RH positive, you will be given a Rhogam shot to protect yourself. Now you have to keep protecting yourself. It doesn't just end after the first pregnancy. You have to keep protecting yourselves in subsequent pregnancies. And it's unfortunate that most doctors do not even have the knowledge of this rhesus factor issue. And why is it so? Because how many of us are RH negative? We're about 5% of the population who are RH negative, and 95% is positive. So you see that the patients they get to meet most days, most of the time, are positive. So you don't blame them. Most of them don't have the knowledge of it. And I'm saying this based on my own personal experience. And please, I have to state my disclaimer here. Whatever I'm telling you here is something that I went through. It's out of personal experience. It's not from a medical expert. So whatever you have to do, even before you take your Rhogam shot, it has to be with the permission of your doctor. You have to consult your doctor before you do it. So whatever you do, notwithstanding this video, always consult your doctor. Wow, the essence of this video is to remind you, just in case your doctor forgets. For crying out loud, they are human beings, and they could forget. Your nurse, your midwife could forget. And what are you going to do when they forget? There is no remedy. There is no remedy, except maybe they have to care for you during your pregnancy, and maybe, I don't know, if you're fortunate, your baby comes out alive and healthy. So that is why that's the essence of this video, to remind you, so that you can remind your doctor. Keep it in mind. Buy your Rhogam. Yes, this is another point. You need to book your Rhogam before delivery. If you've taken your Rhogam shot at 28 weeks, before delivery, book your Rhogam, because you have to take it within 72 hours. And you could go to buy it at a pharmacy, and then you're told that it's not in town. When you get to different pharmacies and you keep hearing stories, what are you going to do? Maybe you have to order from another town or state. So just book it. Let them keep it for you, preserve it for you, because there are special ways that they get to preserve it, I think, in their fridge. So now book it on time, so that you're prepared, whether your baby is negative or positive. If you don't get to use it, maybe they can refund you. Thank God for this knowledge. Thank God for technology. Thank God for the Rhogam injection. This has opened our eyes to what we used to know as Obanje and witches. It has really opened our eyes. There's nothing like Obanje. There's nothing like Obanje. You get, the baby keeps coming and keeps dying. Baby keeps coming and keep dying, and then they are termed Obanje. No, it's because the mother is an RH negative. She didn't take the Rhogam injection and she got sensitized. So that is just the simple QED. That's just it. That is why the baby keeps dying and dying, and then they are termed Obanje. There are no witches from your village, please. There are no witches from your village eating your children. The woman whose baby is dying is not a witch. She's not eating her kids. So please save yourself and save others the pain, the agony of losing their children. Get your Rhogam injection. Pass this information. Share this video. Let them know that they need to get their Rhogam shot. If there's someone who is negative, remind them. Tell them that they need to get the injection. Let them not go through this pain of losing their children or having children who they have to keep caring for, and then they are going through one sickness or the other. If you found this video educative, or you gained something from this video, kindly share, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions you would like me to answer concerning your RH negative, and you have any questions that you would like me to answer, please leave them in the comment section. I'll be very glad to answer them. And I know you might be wondering, what if it's an RH negative man? It's no issue at all. It doesn't affect the RH positive woman. And if you're RH negative and you get married to an RH negative, you have no issues at all. So this only becomes necessary if you're an RH negative and you got married to an RH positive person, or you're pregnant for an RH positive man. That is when you have to consider your Rhogam shot. So please share this video, subscribe, like, leave your comments below. I'll be glad to respond to them. So see you in my next video. Bye.